Hello, everybody. It's Patty. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for being here. Thanks, you guys, for all the nice comments. If I haven't got to you, I'm sorry. I try to keep up with them, but sometimes I don't see everything. But I just want to thank you and welcome you all to my channel. Mostly talk about summer wells and some other things that I'm going to chat about tonight. I want to say a couple things just before I get going. If you haven't heard, there's a bunch of craziness going on in the Delphi case, and his lawyers, I guess, were forced out by the judge, and they're trying to get a different judge now because it seems like she's done some wrong things in this, but I don't know, but it's just been craziness, and I still believe Ron Logan did what he did to those girls. That's just my opinion. And I also want to clear up the fact that Common Sense True Crime, she got a hold of Robin Lane, and she asked her about going to try to get the kids, and she did not. She was not at court with the kids, so I don't know who's spreading these kind of rumors around, and it really makes me mad because I even shared on my community post because I thought that information was correct. So whoever is putting out this false information, please stop, okay? Also, Tim Mullins is still acting like a lunatic, and I don't understand Cher sending sexy pictures to Don Wells. I mean, he's the last person in the world that I would send dirty pictures to. But I don't understand her husband over there putting up with this crap. My husband wouldn't deal with that at all. So that's pretty crappy. And how does that find Summer Wells? This is a missing child case, and this is pretty serious. Summer Moon Utah Wells has been missing for 2 years. And no sign of her. And nothing. No real information that we can put our hands on to know what happened to Summer Wells. So I'd like to see the police do something in this, but I don't know what's going to happen here. I hope her case doesn't turn into a cold case, because it's very sad. But I was just going through videos tonight, and I want to talk to you about this video, and just, I just want to do my take and discuss Nana's Angels video. She did this like 4 months ago, and bless Nana's heart, she is deceased. I don't know how she died, but she died suddenly. I think in her sleep. I don't know. But she was the sweetest lady, and she has a lot of great videos on her channel. And you should go over there and watch her videos that she put out about Summer Wells. She just died not that long ago. I think it's been 2 months. I'm not sure, but it just broke my heart because I really love Nana's Angels. So, and you might have seen this video, but I want to talk about it for a few minutes. And it's called Robin Lane Lies Like Don Wells. So listen to this for a minute.
Look, real quick, I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. I just have one question. Robin says in her first interview that she texted, or Candace tried calling her, and that she texted Candace back, or vice versa, on Messenger. But it was a text. Then in her second and third interviews, she says that she spoke with Candace on FaceTime. And she even shows the motion of her showing the little girl in the back seat, the whole works. Well, Robin, can you not keep your story straight, or have you spent too much time around Don Wells? Because if you all remember, I don't have this clip, but in the Chris McDonough interview, Don says that he knew something was up or something was wrong, that Summer had not been found because nobody had contacted him from the time he hung up and told her to call 911 till the time he got home. But then later on in the behavioral panels, which I will show, he says that he stayed on the phone with Candace the entire time of his way home and watched her run up and down the roads looking for Summer. Well, okay, the two of them are telling two totally different lies. Why, we don't know. But somebody's got to be lying between the two of them. Because if she was on FaceTime with Don the entire time his way home, which would have been between 6:30 and 7, and Robin says that she called her on FaceTime between 6:30 and 7, 5 times, not just once, but 5 times she was ringing the phone off the hook. And then David Dotson calls Robin and says he had talked to Candace during this time. And then Candace calls Robin again on FaceTime. How is that possible if she was on the phone or on FaceTime with Don Wells the entire time he was headed home? This is not making any sense, guys. Somebody is lying here, and I think they need to all be called out about it. And I'm sorry if y'all think that I'm going after Robin, but come on, I can't stand a liar.
How can they all
And
be?
that's
How
what
can
it
she
is.
be on the phone with all these people at the same
somebody
time?
is flat out lying.
But
I mean,
there's
Robin
other
just
things
got
I want
talking
you to
with
hear
lies
about
like
this.
Casey, and then actually speaking to Candace. And Don says he didn't talk to Candace, and then he did. And now we have the conflicting story that 3 different people supposedly talked with Candace between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. But you have to remember, one of those people was supposedly on the phone with her the entire time. So how did she talk to Robin and David Dodson? Keep that in mind and watch this, guys. Just watch all these little clips. And at the end, I've got comparison of the the Moat Jug video with Robin's voice. And then that Xterra, I think it's called an Xterra, that was up at the 110 when the dance barrel video was going on. I want y'all to see if you see that wheelchair lift that's on the back of that Xterra, or if that's what it is. Because we're thinking that's what it is. Take a look at it, take a close look at it, and see what you think, guys.
Never regret showing love. So if people will just show love to the family until the dust settles and we figure out some answers, I think that would go a long way.
The dust settles.
Helping teach Sabbath school, she was in my lap. And sometimes it was hard to teach because she wanted to be in my lap, holding me and hugging me. I just discovered that it was actually easier for me just to hold her and let her love on me and hug me and teach with her on me than it was to make her sit in a chair.
Robin Lane tells me she had a close bond with Summer.
She was a helper. She loved to help. She loved to love on us. And I just loved her little arms around my neck all the time.
She recalled she was attending her own daughter's dance recital the night Summer disappeared.
I was taking my little girl's pictures before her dance class, and I noticed I was missing calls from Candace. Before I even had a chance to call her, she messaged me again on Facebook Messenger, and she was just in a panic mode. And she says, "Summer's gone, we can't find her anywhere, the police are here searching." And I said, "I'll be right there."
Lane said she arrived at the Beach Creek area around 9 p.m. on June 15th.
9 p.m.
The night Summer was reported missing.
I was ready. I was like, "Let's do this. Let's get the flashlights out. Let's get some snacks in our bags. It's going to be an all-nighter,
Wow.
And they wouldn't let us. They wouldn't let us even go up there.
Police blocking the entrance to Ben Hill Road. Lane.
I'm sorry, but Robin, come on. We're going to have an all-nighter. We're going to pack some snacks. Yeah, we know. We've heard her say this. But it still bothers me nonetheless. I don't know what you're thinking here, Robin. But, you guys, I want to know. This is what I want to know. Is why did Candace call Robin and David Dotson? It's so weird that those are the people that they chose to call when their child goes missing. And I don't know what they're trying to do here, it just seems like there's some kind of weird motive for Don and Candace to do this. For Candace to do this anyways. I don't know. Do you guys think it's to make her look good as a good church person, and she's got the church people helping her so she doesn't look as bad? Or what do you guys think about this? But it's always really bugged me why, she got these people involved. So let's go on just a minute.
Says she offered assistance the only way she could.
We showed them some pictures of Summer. The police didn't have very good pictures of her, or some of them hadn't even seen a picture of her yet.
Later that night, she was
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, you guys. Robin got there. 9 o'clock at night. Summer's been missing supposedly since 6:30 p.m. or even earlier. And the cops don't even have, some of the cops don't even have a picture of her or even a recent picture. This is beyond disgusting to me. And this is Candace and Don's fault that they didn't make sure that the cops had a good picture right away. But Robin doesn't show up until 9 o'clock and gives a picture of Summer. Wow.
granted access to the Wells home.
At that point, there's really nothing I could do. They just needed someone to pray with them. You feel really helpless in that situation because you want to do something. It makes you feel better to do something. But we couldn't, so we just prayed and we just hugged on them and loved on the boys. And they, of course, were just shattered and just confused, as was I.
Lane says police wouldn't allow them to assist in the search.
And then we had to go home, and it was really hard driving home with her not being found. Helicopters everywhere, search dogs everywhere, police everywhere, and there's nothing that you can do to help.
Well, for 4 months, just talk to me about what your involvement has been and how you've tried to help and make things better.
I'm really just a friend of the family, and everything that I've tried to do is just to be an encouragement and a support to the family. That's really what I feel like my place is. And I feel like as long as...
Robin Lane, if you watch this video or you see something about this video, I have a big question for you. Did you call Protective Services, Robin Lane, when you seen Summer coming to Sunday school with a shaved head, filthy, dirty bruises, when you seen all the family looking like this? Did you call Protective Services? Didn't you stand up for these kids and stand up for Summer? I don't care. You can love on people all you want, but if you're not helping them and protecting them and making sure they're okay, then you failed your part. Because you should have been reporting stuff to CPS if you didn't.
So I do that, I stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Because I get in trouble easy. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want you to get in trouble. Can you talk to me about what kind of a Sunday school pupil Summer was?
Yes, I love talking about that. Summer was such a sweet little student in our class. She loved to come to Sabbath school, and every time she'd come in, she'd just run up and give me a big hug. Getting her to sit in the chair was not very easy because she had a lot of energy. I think pretty much everyone has heard that. She had a lot of energy. But I was actually the assistant Sabbath school teacher. I wasn't the main one, so that actually allowed me to kind of...
I just want to stop it right there and remind you guys, she had a lot of energy. You couldn't even get her to sit in the chair. You think somebody's going to run out the back door, abduct her without no noise, without Grandma and Candace and everybody knowing and the dogs. Right.
Spend a little more time with her because the teacher was teaching, and then I could...
You're hurting.
Yes, exactly. She would sit on my lap, and we do things and motions to songs and everything together. She just... she actually liked to help a lot. So whenever we had different little projects or craft projects, the kids would come over and take their turn to do their craft. Oh no, she wanted to help with everything.
Bless her
She was
heart.
helping with the prep work.
She's so cute.
As long as I kept her little hands
Summer.
busy, she was really good, excellent behavior. So she just needed a task to do to keep her busy. But she was really sweet.
Did she like church?
She loved church. She just loved to run around and love on everybody.
Yeah.
And I know that when people watch on some of the clips that they've seen, she's usually loving on me, but she loved on a lot of people there. There was a lot of people that she would go to and just hug and play. They would have like little toys and things for her to play with during church and stuff, and she was just a very loving child. We got lots and lots of hugs and lots of love from her.
Well, can I ask a difficult question?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is sometimes you got to ask obvious questions, you know, but it's what I have to do. What was the emotions that you felt when you heard about when your first time you heard that something had happened?
Yeah, the first time I heard something had happened, I was just in shock, really. I had just finished doing a photo shoot for my little girls' dance class, and Candace called me on FaceTime and said, "Summer's missing," and I was just in shock. I don't think I realized what a big deal it was, though, until I actually showed up at their house, and there was helicopters everywhere and police everywhere and search dogs everywhere. And then I was like, oh my goodness, this is really happening. You know, she's really missing. They're not finding her that easy. So it went from shock.
They're not finding her that easy. And doesn't it make you wonder right here what she's talking about? Doesn't it make you wonder if Robin has known that Summer has run away or taken off and hidden before? Isn't that weird? I don't know. I just found that strange, her comment. Okay.
To fear because it was getting cold outside and the sun was setting and it was pretty much dark almost when I got there anyway. And I just thought this poor little girl's gonna have to sleep outside tonight. And of course I didn't know where she was. I didn't know if someone had taken her. I mean, there's all kinds of theories up in the air, and I just didn't know what to think. There was a lot of confusion, fear. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared for her.
I'm back to the day she disappeared.
Okay, so I was...
Walk me through that.
Okay, so I was taking pictures at my little girl's dance recital. It wasn't actually the recital, it was the practice for the dance recital, and we had a big backdrop, and I had my fancy camera, and I was getting pictures of all of her classmates, all of her, the kids in the class, in the dance class, and I saw my phone, and it was Candace, and she was calling me on FaceTime, and of course I couldn't answer because I was taking pictures.
What time was it?
Well, dance class starts at 6, so it was probably around 6:30 or 7, I would imagine.
Okay.
I didn't look at the time, but
Had you seen her any earlier that day, Candace?
No, I hadn't seen her talk to her.
Okay, so that was the first contact
that was
that
the first
day.
contact, yeah.
Okay, what happened?
And she called me maybe 5 times on FaceTime, and I didn't answer to any of them until class was over, and I'm cleaning up all the camera equipment, putting away the backdrops and everything, and I get a call from...
Hair feel like wet kelp? Switch to native. Clean, simple, effective hair care.
Jeez.
Said, Candace has been trying to call you. And I said, I know, I saw it, I wasn't able to answer, what's up? He goes, Summer's missing. And I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't realize at that moment how huge that was, but I was like, oh wow, that's bad. I'll call her. So actually, I don't even think I had to call her. I think she interrupted that call and she called me. And she got on my FaceTime screen. I've got my little girl in the back seat, and she's like freaking out on my screen there, saying Summer's gone, and I called the police, and I don't know what to do.
Do I call the police?
And I said, Candace, I'll be right there. I'm coming. But I said, first I gotta get my little girl home. We gotta get my husband and put her to bed, and I'll be right there. So I go home, and I get a bag, and I put flashlights and snacks
So she
and all that
says,
stuff in there, thinking I'm gonna be up.
Nana says, but wait, I thought in the first interview with the news, Robin said Candace texted her or messaged her. Now she called her. So, you know, I'm blown away that Robin, so Candace is calling Robin, David, Hunter, and now and Don the whole way home. How does this happen, you guys? How in the heck does this happen? And you know what I think? I think the police need to check the times that Candace called all these people to see the exact time that she had called these people, because it's very, very strange to me that she could call all these people in a matter of minutes. And also, mind you, she was on Facebook posting pictures and videos. So, and Don said he was on Facebook the entire time, posting, I guess, being on there trying to find Summer. So, but yeah, they really got their stories mixed up because I don't know how they can do all of it at the same time.
Little girl. And I don't think I even got to the house until probably 9 o'clock because I had to do some other things.
See, she didn't get there till 9 o'clock.
So I think I got there around 9 and they wouldn't let us in.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us in. I parked my car down there at the little road across from the main road and walked up there, and they had it all taped off. There was helicopters flying around everywhere. There was search dogs. There was police officers and lights, and it was just craziness. And at that moment, I realized, wow, this is...
I don't think really that Robin is lying, but I do believe that Candace and Don are lying about stuff because there's no possible way. And this is crazy. It's all crazy to me.
A big deal. This is not just a small beans. We can't find her. This is huge.
Right.
Afterwards, yes, after it got grown and it didn't want it no more.
Oh, so this is after.
It was before summer.
Before summer came, that's okay.
Okay.
So you drove from, I'm just trying to get my head around what kind of gap you have in time between the time you saw her and the time you got back.
I probably made it home in half the time I normally would because I almost lost it in one curve. And I was able to pass and double yellow line all the way without hindrance of any kind. I was able to fly and didn't get stopped one time, or didn't have to slow down not once. So I know I made it probably at least 25 minutes.
Were the cops there when you got there?
I think there might have been 1 or 2 cars, if I can remember right. But when I first went to the house, I knew they was looking all over the top of the hill. Mm-hmm. So I drove straight to the bottom property and down to the creek. Mm-hmm. And I noticed my neighbor walking this way around the hill, and I seen my 3 boys together on this side of the hill, and my heart just sunk right then. I knew she was gone. I knew it.
Yeah. Look at them eyes.
She's gone. Because I knew, and that's 25 minutes later, and nobody's found her. She's gone. So I turned around, and went back up to the top, and I think there was 1 or 2 cop cars there, if I remember right. And they started asking all kinds of questions. I kept trying to tell them she's gone, she's not here. And just like, I don't know. And then more cops kept filtering in. And then we had all kind of people with trailers and stuff and SUVs, and they literally blocked Beach Creek, bottlenecked Beach Creek, Ben Hill Road. You couldn't go nowhere.
Remember when Don Wells said that Hawkins County didn't block the roads, they didn't keep anybody out from, they didn't do a good job, and here he's saying how they bottlenecked the whole thing.
Passed from the time you got the call till that happened.
From when I first got home, and then I'm talking to the cops up there, and then, another 20, 30 minutes, and everything just starts.
You see how fast his blink rate goes? I mean, just watch this when he's saying this. Okay, watch his blink rate.
You couldn't go nowhere.
How much time had passed from the time you got the call to that?
Okay, watch.
From when I first got home, and then I'm talking to the cops up there, and then, another 20, 30 minutes, and everything just starts getting bottlenecked. You can't even leave there.
When did you see Candace after all? When was the first time you saw Candace after you got this news?
When I first pulled up there, she was freaking out, and,
yelling, screaming.
Really kind of funny, I look back on that. I had her on Messenger the whole time, never lost her. That's really odd to me.
Yeah, he thinks that's weird.
Because in that area.
What do you think caused that?
That's a good question, because I don't know how I could have kept her on Messenger, because she got in her mother's truck, drove all around and asking people. I watched her when she was driving her mom's truck. I had her on Messenger. and she was driving all in the area looking everywhere for her and her mother's truck, and I don't think I lost her the whole time, all the way.
What was the first thing she said to you in person?
Because you were right there.
When I seen her, I can't remember, because there was cops questioning her and cops questioning me, and probably trying to keep us apart, probably.
You can really tell he's an alcoholic.
No.
No. No. No. No.
No. No. No. No.
No. No. No. No.
No.
That's it.
No.
That's the mom,
No.
grandma in the
No.
car.
No.
Look at that. So, Nana wants to know why is he lying about this, or what's going on, that how can you message so many people? So the times, there's something with the times here. And I truly believe that Don was close to home.
Every moment and dollar matter.
Sorry, he was close to home. He wasn't that far away, and that's why he got good service. And I don't know, you guys. I think a lot of this stuff is so off. The timeline, the people supposedly that she was calling and talking to. And remember, Allie said that she called her at like midnight, and Candace was playing with her hat, and she didn't look upset or sad or nothing, just messing with her hat and telling her about Summer going missing. And she didn't go out to talk to the cops or anything, so it was really strange, right? So no wonder they didn't have a good picture of Summer if she didn't even go out and talk to the cops. So, but anyways, the cops were talking to her, according to Don, asking her questions, and had them separate, asking him questions. So that's interesting. But remember what Peter Hyatt said. He said that it concerns him, and it would concern any investigator, that he believes that the reason they were talking all the way home was because they were coming up with their story and their plan. Well, he doesn't believe that, but he said it's a red flag to him, because these two are talking all the way home. And so they've had plenty of time if they're going to create a story about what happened to Summer. I don't know who did what. I don't know if Don Wells did this. I don't know if Candace did this and Grandis together. I don't know if Candace did this by herself. I don't know if a stranger did it. But I feel like Don and Candace have played way too many games. They've had a scripted story. It seems like the whole day was planned. And there's just too many weird red flags in Summer Wells' case just to be like a random stranger. Unless it was somebody that they knew and that had been partying up on the property. Because that's the only way somebody like that would get an opportunity. Or if Candace was not home watching Summer and the boys. So, I just find it strange that there's so many different stories, and supposedly Candace is calling all these people. I don't know. It's strange that Robin really didn't even believe Candace, isn't it? Like, she was like, she didn't really even believe that it was true that Summer was missing. And so, probably, I don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking, don't mind me. Dang, excuse me. I don't know. I find it strange. Just so many things. I question so many things. Why Robin? I know why David Dotson, and I don't believe David Dotson is a suspect. I believe the only reason David Dotson had anything to do with this situation was because Candace could not get a hold of Robin, so she got a hold of David Dotson and asked him to reach Robin, that Robin would probably answer for him. And it's strange that Robin didn't even want to answer Candace's phone call. Very strange, not right away, or even take it seriously. I don't know. You know, I noticed she had on that necklace that Summer gave her, that yellow necklace, that I'm telling you, I know she was in the Facebook group, and she said that Summer's daddy always gave Summer jewelry and gifts, little gifts like that, and Summer would bring them to church and give them to Robin and the other Sunday school teacher, I believe it was. So I find it really strange that she would give away her stuff that her daddy gave her. But she was, she could just be being nice, but it's a strange thing. I'd really like to know, wouldn't you, how she really felt about her daddy and how she really felt about her mommy and what life was like there for Summer Wells. It hurts my feelings for her because she really didn't have much of a chance. I mean, she wasn't being taken care of very good. And I don't care what you say, Tim Mullins or Robin, and you can have compassion on whoever you want. But when you do a child dirty like that, when you ignore your children because your drugs are more important and your alcohol is more important than your children because you're too busy getting stoned or getting drunk or playing with a guy, Hunter, you're not really paying attention to your daughter. And your boys are home all alone, all day long. And you guys did this kind of stuff all the time. You had bad partiers there. I mean, Summer didn't even have, excuse me. All of a sudden I got like bad tickles in my throat. Summer didn't even have a good bedroom. She had a dungeon to sleep in. And I'm not trying to judge people because, nobody's perfect. I sure don't have a perfect house. I'm not a perfect cleaner of my house. I try my very best. I'm always trying to keep it up. I mean, I got to do these floors every day, just about sweep them because of my dog. But what I'm saying is, and I'm not trying to judge her, but it was really quite a mess and cluttered. And I mean, sometimes people just get lazy and they just don't care, or they get depressed, or they are such bad alcoholic or drug users that that's the only thing they care about is getting to feel the way they want to feel. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know, you guys, but I just find all these inconsistencies talking all the way home, but yet you're on the phone nonstop calling Robin 5 times and calling David Dotson. You called Hunter. Candace called Hunter at 7 o'clock, so it's like all around the same exact time. Maybe she waited to call Don. Well, she did say to Robin, so she didn't even call Don yet. Is this wild to you guys? Listen. She didn't even call Don yet. She called Robin and said 5 times. She called her a bunch of times. And she says to Robin when she finally gets her, what should I do? Should I call Donnie? Remember, because that's what she told Chris from the interview room. She said, should I call Donnie? Well, what do you think you should do, Candace? I find that very strange that you had to ask Robin if you should call Don. What are what are you doing? What are you up to here? Because immediately, you would call your spouse, your husband, and say, hey, I can't find her, after you looked for her for a little bit. But I just find it strange that she told Robin first, and she didn't know, supposedly, if she should call Donnie or not, or 911. Come on. Every minute matters in a missing child case, and especially if Candace really believes she was abducted, every second counts. Every second counts. And you need to call somebody right away, and you need to, do this. This little baby here of mine.
Hello.
Sorry.
Look, real quick.
This little boy here. He's always want me to play. I don't know if you can hear him trying to grab this rope. He wants me to play toys. So, all the time. So I'm not going to stay on here too long, but I just wanted to check in with you guys. I got quite a few I'm getting quite a few subscribers, but hardly any views. Please hit the like button, and it helps to, make the algorithm so people can see my videos. Please hit the like, and if you're a subscriber, please watch the video. I mean, if I'm only getting like 74 views, but I have 888 subscribers, I mean, come on, that's weird. I think anyways, I don't understand why they would be subscribed if they don't want to watch my videos, I mean, I know my videos aren't very exciting, but I just find that strange, and trust me, I've struggled to get every bit that I have, because I don't know how some of these creators get 10,000 in one night, because I don't think their videos are that great, okay? And they're not doing much different than I'm doing, just sitting there talking. And they getting 10,000 subscribers overnight, practically, or within a week. So, and I don't know. My husband said it's because they're more drama than, and so in that a lot of people really get into drama, And I'm not going to get into that. I'm sorry. I don't want to even go there. I will complain once in a while about a few things, but I try not to too much get into the bull crap of the case, because there's way too much drama. This one, that one, Miss Daisy, Cher. It's all just a big circus and a mess most of the time. But I just thought this was interesting tonight. Go over and check out Nana's Angels videos. I do think it's really strange. Just everything about that phone call and that night. I have always believed that Don Wells, this is just my opinion, but I've always believed that Don Wells was either laying in that basement and took Summer out of there, or he snuck up there and took her out. And the reason he got such good service with Candace on the phone is because he was close to home, because he had been home. like from 3:30 on, and we know that from Candace herself, who told Jenna that. And I truly believe that he was home for part of the afternoon. He might have took a different vehicle home. He could have used his boss's work truck to go home. The red truck with the ladder racks. Or, you know, he did have the Subaru, but what I'm saying, he could have just like left it there at work. Do you know what I'm saying? And went and took the other truck. Who knows? He was pretty independent on these contracting jobs, so. But you guys, I'm so fed up and so tired of it. Like, I wasn't even sure I wanted to do a video tonight because I'm just completely worn out from Summerwell's case and no answers and nothing. And I just feel like giving up a lot of days. I mean, I'm not going to give up on Summerwell's. But I just sometimes just feel like, what is the purpose of it, you know? I don't know when she'll be found. I do love you guys. I thank every one of you for subscribing. And those of you who do watch me, I just want to say thank you, and I really appreciate you. And it's because of all of you that I even have, you know, this channel, so that I even come on. And I'm making some, I got on here late because I've been making some crafts, and I got some really neat IOD transfers, and so I've been doing some stuff, so I can't wait to show you what I did, you know, take a before and after picture and show you guys. I've already made a couple things, and they're so cute, and I cannot wait to show you. But anyways, you guys, don't give up trying to call the governor of Tennessee, or write him and tell him that you feel like Summer's case is growing cold and there's still no answers. And, you know, these parents are acting like wild maniacs most of the time. And you don't understand why there's no answers in this case. And let them know how you feel, or call your representatives and tell them in Tennessee. Because this is just really getting to be a bunch of nonsense to go this long. We need a breakthrough. So agree with me in prayer, you guys. Lord, bring us a breakthrough. Jesus, we need a breakthrough in Summerwell's case. Something, anything, any kind of piece of evidence, or let Summer be found, or just someone will come forward, bring a breakthrough, Father. We need help, and Summer needs your help to bring justice. Thanks you guys so much for watching. I love all of you, and I hope you have a good week this week. All right, good night, and God bless you. Bye. Love ya.